Hello, Cepheus here, giving you another cast of Starbow, and this time it's going to be Game 2. Oh, Game 2, hang on. Of Kalevi versus Alphasquad. This is your last chance to not be spoiled from Game 1. And there we go, the Red Bandit is up 1-0. They're going to be playing on Asgard, and this was Kalevi's choice. He's also called Alphasquad, and he's on the top left side of the map. This is a very odd map, to say the least. It has very few mineral patches on natural. I think it's 6. And the natural is incredibly open. Like you can wall off here kind of, but you have this huge backdoor that yeah, it's just a really hard area to defend. This was actually a Brood War map, not a very common Brood War map. It has like some weird bases with only like very few minerals and a gas, like very few minerals and a gas, very few minerals. Like this is a really gas-heavy map. So what? You don't scout this early usually, unless you're gonna do something sneaky. So the Red Bandit is looking to do something. So, okay, so Kalevi sees this very early drone. And is he gonna build an in-base hatchery? Why do I have to play? Oh, he's just gonna take the extractor super early. That's really weird. Like, why would you... He's taking his own extractor. I don't know what's going on here. I want to like try and guess here, but this, well, I guess he just doesn't really want to face Reapers on this map at all. And Kalevi's just gonna, oh, what? Oh, he sees the super early command center. If he can put a hatchery right here and block this from walling off and cancel it as the Zerglings are coming, because these are going to be early Zerglings, that would be awesome, but that's not going to happen. What? Why is he going for so early Zerglings if he's not going to try and force the wall open? Okay, now it's going to expand. I guess he had some sort of plan, but he just changed his mind. Because now the early... Well, he didn't see the fast command center, I think, so he couldn't really know that it was coming. Like, if that early extractor was to prevent Reapers from happening, he shouldn't have cancelled it. Because... Well, maybe he just understood that Kalevi wouldn't even try it because there was a chance that it wouldn't work because he couldn't get his refinery early enough. I like that. I really like that play though, taking the early gas from your opponent, because this map is a heaven for Reapers. Look at, they can jump in everywhere. Like, this is a crazy good map for Reapers, and it's a 2-player map too, so you're gonna find them right away. And wrong button there. So just making sure that that doesn't happen at all is really nice on this map. I should start to do that, but I don't usually play on this map though. But there are other maps like this. Kalevi going for the double wall in. He just wants to be super sure that he's super safe. I think we have a kill. Yes, I couldn't see where it was. I just heard a sound. It was in here somewhere. He cancels the lair, and he makes a Hydra den because he... Oh, because he was scouted. Man, so many Mines games going on in this game. I can't even... And he's going for Reapers anyway. He doesn't care if you didn't have the early gas. He's still making a Reaper. Why would he cancel the lair, though? You need the lair. But, I don't know. So, okay, so he went for a super fast lair, which could indicate two things for his opponent. It could either be a lurker bust or a fast muta play. So he's kind of forcing his opponent to respond to that by showing him the lair and then cancelling it again. So he's like hoping he overcommits for cannons or something, but he's going to come in here with the Reaper and he's going to see that it's not there anymore. He's going to be a little bit confuzzled about that. And he's almost going to lose a work... Oh, wow. He's so good at saving those. I need to learn to do that. And he really needs to get speed on something. He gets speed on the high rust, that's good. He needs speed on something to deal with that. There's a lot of Reapers running around now. I mean, flying around. But he is expanding. They're both... I'm just both, like, have big question marks around my head right now about these builds. Like, they're countering each other, I guess. Why is he... Oh, I guess he wants to be safe from the Reaper, so he's sending all these workers over here, but... yeah, he wants to have some more Hydras, I guess, to be sure. So he can be defensive versus the Reapers. Man, my back is killing me. Yeah, he saw 3 more Reapers. The elite... the elite Reaper training is incoming. So yeah, this makes sense though, to try and be super defensive against the Reapers. Hydra speed is on the way, Hydra range is on the way. Hydra speed is done, I mean Hydra range is on the way. This map looks pretty though. I'll give him that. This map looks really, really pretty. It's just too bad it's kind of an odd map, like gameplay wise. Mirel made this port, by the way. And he did a good job at it, I'll give him that. Okay, there's so many bombs gonna go off now. Are they actually gonna do damage this time? They are gonna do damage. Ooh, actually kills one of the spine crawlers, definitely damage. And one of the Reapers dying. Oh, that was another bomb there. Wow. These bombs are so small you can barely see them. But you can't kill them now. And you can't actually, you don't even have to target them. But they're, well, you kind of have to target them because they're very low priority, but they will be automatically targeted if there's no other enemy units close by to kill. It will start to shoot at it, but it will shoot the Reapers as, it will prioritize the Reapers as long as the Reapers are there. So you're gonna try and come around this way. There's a friendly group of Hydralisks there to meet them. Hello, welcome to my natural. Oh, but if he doesn't micro those Hydralisks, there we go. Nice. He didn't need that many bombs, to be honest, to kill Hydras, so they deal like 100 damage per shot or something. 80 damage, and they have 80, like, yeah, he only needed like a couple of bombs. And mostly to kill more than one, and not really to kill one. That was a very good sentence. So we're going to go back into Bioplay. It's going to kind of stabilize to the last game, except we have just a ton of Hydralisks, and to be honest, okay, there we go, more Reapers, probably more Reaper bombs as well. He's gonna zone out. Oh, so he can jump up. That's really cool. He puts the bombs there so you can't really follow him up there. Oh, and he blocks off the ramp. Nope, didn't really work, but I like the thought. He only had one bomb left to do, though. So, but I don't really, like, yes, he's being really cute and aggressive with his Reapers, but I don't really think he has to. Like, to be honest, he could just move out with his force and kill his opponent. Like, he doesn't have, well, he has a good chunk of Hydralisks, but Marines and Medics trade really well versus Hydras once you have a critical mass of Marines and Medics. Then almost no amount of Hydras can kill it, as long as you don't have Dark Swarm or anything like that. And he's not even on Lair Tech yet, so he's actually pushing out for some strange reason, which I really don't understand. He could just expand a couple of times and be super safe and try and defend, because the Red Bandit likes to be aggressive, but this is just a really bad idea, I think. Yeah, he's not going to trade very well with just Hydras. If he can try and catch these Reapers, that would be good, but the Reapers are going to come in and kind of try to, you know what I mean. They're going to do something. Yeah, like, okay, I think a couple of them actually got picked off. They have very little HP there. Yeah, I think because that should have killed the Spinecrawler with that many bombs. So, I think the Reaper kind of, I think the bomb goes off a little bit before he checks if it's dead or not or something. Like, I think that's why it looks like it explodes sometimes without doing any damage. And there's something weird going on right there. We need to look at that. Kibel, if you're watching, please check. Or December's gone, but I don't think any of you two are watching. Busy with real life. Okay. Oh, more bombs not going off. It's so anticlimactic every time. Leaves a nice little black hole there, though. So a big Bioforce incoming for Kalevi. He's been really good at churning those overcharges, and he's good at using his orbital commands in general. Yes, the scanner sweep is on a charge now. He got the lighter transmitter. With the big, okay, so there's some lurkers now, and that's gonna help a lot. Oh, but there's some bombs in there. Oh, nice, doing some good damage versus that army. I like, this is what I wanted to see last game. Him actually using the bombs in his army, and he's gonna target down the lurkers, and that was a really good trade for Kalevi. He doesn't want to go back into the lurker fire though, because the Hydras are a good buffer there, but as soon as he has some more bombs, he can start dropping them down. He should drop down bombs like right here as he's attacking over here, so he pushes back a little bit and just runs into the bomb, something like that. Has to be timed out very well though, because they're not like spider mines. But he's just going to try and kill his hatchery instead, which, I don't know, bombs takes forever. Well, if you had like 10 Reapers, they could have probably almost killed the hatchery, but just 2 Reapers, I think that's kind of a waste of bombs. Because they do have a long cooldown. You have an infinite amount of bombs, they just have a long cooldown. Wow, they shoot so much. Oh, attack. Oh yeah, that's 14 damage per shot now. That's a lot. Oh, and they're actually just gonna kill this hatchery. In the meantime, though, I think he's gonna just try and counterattack, which is a nice move. There's not that much here, but there's something. But he should be able to do some damage. He's gonna try and target down some of the lurkers, and if he can just micro well versus the lurkers, and he already has, he should be able to hold this. You know, Alphasquad is down 1-0, so if he doesn't win this game, he's gonna be knocked out down to the losers match. This is the first map this is the first match of the group. So whoever wins this will go into the winners match, and whoever loses this will go to the losers match. And like I said, this is a replay cast. This tournament has already happened. These games was just never casted. So there we go. Kalevi coming back with the rest of his group and surrounding and cleaning up that initial engagement. And Kalevi now, for the first time, I think, is in a dominant position versus the Red Bandit. They've always been really close, but I really think this game is going to go to Kalevi now. He has an incredible... He has a good bioforce there. It's going to be hard to be reckoned with. There are +1 upgraded. There are no more upgrades on the way. But he's got the fusion core almost done, and he got a couple of starports incoming with Tech Lab, so he can start churning out science vessels soon. He's gonna try and move around to check for expansions, I guess, or he's just taking another route through the map here. This map isn't all that bad once like the initial phases of the is over, like once the natural base can't be exploited as much anymore. But yeah, you don't want to attack into this. He should probably move these two like over here, but still. Oh, there's a... Oh, okay, that's actually a little bit dangerous. But these are going to deny mining here indefinitely. There's only 4 mineral patches here. It's just so weird. But Kalevi's taking this space instead of this space, I guess. There's a lurker here. Ooh, it's killed some units too. It's a nicely positioned lurker. Yeah, Kalevi really needs some siege tanks to deal with. Oh, he's just moving out. He doesn't know there's an army up there, and he wants to burrow. He's going to get one lurker. No, he's not, and he's going to lose a lot of marines, actually. So he wants to reposition those lurkers. He's going to try and snipe another lurker before they burrow again, and he does it. I like how he does that. Every time you see them on burrow, try to snipe a lurker before they go down again. It's so annoying as a Zerg player to have good Terrans players do that, but it is the correct way to play, because bio is quite mobile. That's the way you have to do it, especially when there's no marauders. You actually need some skill then. Okay, I'll try not to be biased here. So Kalevi's macro has been really good this game, and here comes the science. So it's going to start chewing off some of that gas, which is really nice, because he has a lot of gas stored up, so he can make a ton of science vessels. Oh, and yeah, I think he saw that. Finally killing that. Wow, 2 hit point marine left. What a hero. He's going to die to a couple of Scourgelings, Zerglings really fast. Oh, this lurker is going to deny bases for a long time. So the Red Bandit is kind of getting his way back into this game, though. Like, Alphasquad hasn't really capitalized on his lead right now, and he's gonna lose this whole group of Marines. Gonna get surrounded. No, Stim's out of there. Really nice use of Stim there. I like it. Okay, he stayed there for a little bit too long though, but he didn't lose that many Marines right there. He's gonna try and get this group sneaked around. Maybe he can do some damage to the natural base, which is very exposed, and he just could. He just as well could. Oh, they're on move command. Okay, there we go. He's gonna get the Overseer, yay! But he really needs to get over here before the Red Bandit can come back and defend. And he doesn't leave too much to defend. Oh no, that's a nice little clumped up group actually. So he's gonna try and do some damage here. He's not gonna do it. The Red Bandit might get back into this game. He's done a lot of good decisions there. And oh, they do so much damage. They're clumped on top of each other. Oh, don't try. Oh, and Kalevi losing every single. Where's the units lost tab? Yeah, he's... No, he hasn't lost more resources than Zerg, but man, he's Zerg, so that's okay. Kalevi tries to take this base now instead. And the Red Band's like, oh, there's a base here. I'll just leave it alone. I'll send the lurkers in to deal with that base. And he's checking for this one too, so he's keeping tabs on his opponent. Ooh, he could catch some lurkers there if the Red Bandit's not careful. There we go. Okay, irradiate. The era of irradiates has begun, and he can irradiate a lot more here. Oh, wow. He had a lot of energy stored up in those science vessels. And more science vessels are coming up. 2 more somewhere out on the map. I think they're over here, yeah. And this lurker is going to try and be sneaky and be over here, but there's like a parked force here. So he could try and get some... No, never mind. Could target fire these SCVs, which are already oversaturating this base, because, man, that's so few mineral patches. It helps, though. Every mineral patch helps, of course. But again, these 3 lurkers stacked on top of each other, it's going to be so difficult to kill. Yeah, nice move. You want to just stay there and kill his economy. I like that. I really like that move. Oh, 1 very almost dead science vessel. But okay, it's going to try and surround this. This is a bigger force, though. And almost gets that science vessel again. Is he killing his own lurker? No. There we go. Almost gets both of the science vessels, actually. He needs to go home and repair. Oh, he should have irradiated. No, I don't think they splash when they're burrowed, so it doesn't really matter. My back is just simply killing me today. Okay, there we go. I started exercising a little bit, which is really a bad idea if you have muscles who are not used to it at all. So I'm gonna have to keep exercising so my muscles can actually get used to this a little bit. So he lost all the Marines here. He's gonna lose a lot of workers here. He's gonna lose so many workers. 12 workers killed so far, and that was mostly from this. I don't think there's been much worker rest. If you can target the damaged science vessel, there we go. He got one. Very nice. The science vessel extending it. Oh wow, gets another one. Overextending quite a bit there. Kalevi still has the bigger army, but he doesn't really have that much of an income right now. Yes, he does. I'm wrong, because this base didn't die. This base is not mining, that's what happened. Yes, I'll get the casting correctly at the end. But Kalevi definitely has a bigger army. He really should try and repair these 2 science vessels though, and now he's gonna try and resaturate this base. But only like 6 or 7 workers here is pretty much max saturation of this small of a base. And the Red Bandit really needs another base. He should probably try and take this one. But it's gonna be difficult to hold with the mobile force of Kalevi. No tech switches here, more upgrades coming in, more science vessels. I think if the Red Bandit was going to try and go for an ultra switch, then going for a lot of vultures with mines and speed might be a good idea to try and control the ground forces that way. But as long as he stays in a lot of hydras, you really don't want to do that. But actually, he doesn't have that many hydras anymore. He's making mostly, oh, there's a good burrow position for the lurkers, kind of, but it seemed good in theory, but it was just too many Marines and they had such a good concave, and even if they were on high ground, it wasn't actually that good of an idea. That's too bad. It would have been nice if they were already burrowed, I think. So we got consuming coming. Hopefully some defilers will be out on the field soon. There's 3 actually out already at some place. There they are. Just popped. And he sees them and he wants to irradiate them so bad. Try and snipe off some science vessels. Get him, get him, get him. Come on. Yeah, I play Zerg. Oh, nice nerve jammers. They don't actually do that much for what? Whoa, yeah. Oh yeah, he's in the intersection of both of them almost, so the computer isn't completely sure if he's in both the nerve jammers. The nerve jammer doesn't stack though, it's just at the tooltip stack, so don't worry about that. We hear the sound of consume, which is really loud. And Plagu is on the way, so this will be interesting if he's actually going to use this. He didn't use this much last game, he didn't really have to, he just had a ton of hydras and they just did so much damage. And being protected from all the DPS of Marines. Like, you don't really need to plague Marines, they're so squishy anyway. As long as you can, like, shoot them long enough, you'll be fine. He's gonna try and take this base, which I find very interesting, especially with the fact that Kalevi is taking this base, which opens up for Kalevi to take this base eventually. He's gonna attack. I'm such a good commentator. We see the Red Bandit attacking his opponent. I'm sure you couldn't see that if I hadn't said it. But in the meantime, though, the Red Bandit is actually... No, I mean, Kalevi is going to go in here, and we looked at... We might have... I wouldn't say a base trade scenario. We have an expansion trade scenario. They're going to trade this expansion for this expansion. I don't think they're going to keep pushing in. And these Hydras just won't die, but they also won't really kill anything. It takes forever. But all the medics are stuck back here, and all the Marines are left without medics. That's a really bad move for Kalevi. There we finally go. The medics can now start to heal them. And Plagu! There we go. I wish I could speak Korean at that time. I know it doesn't. I know it's Plagu is Plagu, but then you can like add some Korean words before and after. Oh, Sankara, Simpra, Plagu, and then you can like do the voice, but I can't really do that. I should have Supernova Maniac casting with me. He's really good at doing that. He actually did cast Starbow with me once. I should get him to cast with me more. He was awesome. Like you can really tell when I was casting with Supernova Maniac, you can really tell that he's been casting StarCraft before, like that he actually used to do it for a living. It really shows, so that's really cool. And I think he particularly enjoyed casting Starbow because it's so similar to Brood War, and Brood War is kind of his passion as well. So he was really good with that. And there we go. And wow, the Red Bandit GG's. His let me just sum this up because his army here didn't really do what he wanted to. He got that base, but he lost the whole army, and he didn't have any way to deal with this army. And there was tons of reinforcements coming, so this was the perfect place to GG, I think. So this ties the series up 1-1. There we go, 1-1, and stay ready for the next game.